Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Yeah, it's the first of the month, baby. And also, thank you guys so much for 50,000 subscribers. We hit this yesterday. I didn't even think, like in my video yesterday, the 50,000. I know I said I wanted to hit it today, basically. I don't think that's going to happen. It's going to happen. And then that one video yesterday got 155 subscribers. So why can't you guys do that every video, huh? I mean, thank you guys so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. And I do promise to bring out as much content as I can before the next 2 months and 20 days. Technically 19 days. So we're that close to Marvel Spider-Man 2. If you're hyped for it, go ahead and subscribe. Let's go ahead and talk about the topic in this video. Yes, I put Black Cat in the video title or thumbnail again because, well, she's a part of this video as well. If you're asking why she's even in there, I'll get to it in just a second, I promise. But we're going to be talking about the Prowler. And honestly, this Prowler, it's very funny because if you compare the Into the Spider-Verse Prowler to this Prowler, it's like the Chad and the Incel, like in my opinion, you know what I mean? Like, this Prowler didn't really know that Miles was, Miles was Spider-Man. This one did and was still a douchebag, And while at the end he did a good thing, potentially in the next game he might be doing the same thing where he's going to be doing good stuff. There is this very funny theory about him potentially being Venom. Somebody brought up the fact that in the last game, in Miles Morales, when you're finishing all of the audio stuff for Prowler, it actually has a little voice cue that says that he wants to be a space alien.
The wheels is squealing when the trains turn or stop. Always makes me think of me and your dad's late night talks. Mostly about what we wanted to be when we grew up. I wanted to be a space alien.
So I swear to God, if they make Prowler Venom, I'm gonna lose my shit. I don't think anybody wants to really see that. It's something new, never been done before. They could do it and like make him just hate Peter for stealing Miles away from his family. Good motivation. I don't know. They could do something like that. Personally, though, I think that whatever they do with him in this game is going to be a lot better than the first game. Or I'm sorry, the Miles Morales, because he just was there. He was there. He didn't really do much to really progress Miles as a character, really. He tried to regress Miles. He tried to pull Miles back in more ways than one. So, I really hope that in this game they kind of redeem him a little bit, and he could even become a type of mentor for Miles when Peter is losing his shit as symbiote Peter. So, when Yuri Lowenthal becomes Bully Lowenthal, I think that Miles might turn to Prowler, and he's in the freaking thing too. Like we see him in the trailer for the first game, so he's 100% going to be back. We just don't know his role, and that's what I'm kind of speculating here. Miles can come back to him. I think a fun way to kind of play with him is to have, of course, Black Cat, like I'm saying. Maybe even have symbiote Peter get a little jealous at Prowler and Black Cat, and I think that would be a really fun storyline to play with, and just have Black Cat kind of manipulate him in many ways, and thinking that Prowler is more important and a better a partner in crime in many ways that she was looking for than Spider-Man was, or something like that. I don't know what they can do like that, but I think that having their paths cross, I don't think that's ever really been done before properly, and I think it's something new that'll be really fun to see. So hopefully they go that route. I would love to see something like that. In my opinion, it doesn't have to be a whole jealousy love triangle thing. They don't have to do that. It would be unexpected. I know that you wouldn't have seen it coming, but I think that most people don't want to see that coming. So I think that there's many things that they could do. Another thing that they can do too is making him a boss for freaking Peter. I want to see him fight Peter. I said this in the last game, or in the last video too, where at the end I said I wanted to see Prowler be a boss for Peter, and I think that would be an incredible idea. Like maybe he advances his tech a little bit and he does something different, but I think that him and Peter would be a much more interesting fight than him and Miles, because Miles is a little bit overpowered in many ways. Peter has to rely on more of his gadgets and sometimes more of his wit and his experience, so that'd be fun to see against this Prowler. And maybe again, it's a weird type of love triangle, but it's more of a protective thing where Aaron is trying to protect Miles in more ways than one, and he hears what Peter's doing, so he goes after Peter and tries to mess with him. And oh my god, that's how they find Venom's weakness.
Sounds.
Oh no, not again! garbage, dude. Stop it. Jesus. Every single time I bring up Prowler, that just has to come up. I honestly think that would be kind of funny. They know they're going to learn that, you know, sound is going to be his weakness from Lizard. So maybe Prowler comes in and he actually does that. And he actually goes ahead and makes music that fucks with Venom. That would be freaking hilarious. I don't think a lot of people would see that coming too. Again, that would go back to him being a good guy. And there are many things that they could do with that type of aspect that, of course, he turned into someone else. And I don't know. There are so many things they could do with this character. He's a oddball. And at the end of the day, I think that he's going to die. I think that he's going to have a freaking canon event and he has to die. He has to perish for Miles to become a better hero. And maybe that's the guy that Peter accidentally kills, is Prowler, in the process of fighting him. So there are so many different aspects of that character they can do and kind of branch out and take from. And new things that they could do for this character that hasn't been done before. But I think that, of course, at the end of the day, he's going to die in order to make Miles, of course, progress as a hero. We're going to see Rio's reaction. You know, I think that that's something that's going to really hit home with that character and that family. And I really want to see how that would be kind of explored in this universe. And again, maybe it's both Black Cat and Prowler that die in the same exact type of scenario. Like I said in the last game, or in the last video, or in one of my last Black Cat videos, I think that Black Cat could die to affect Peter, and now I'm thinking that Prowler can die to affect Miles. So there's multiple things that they can do. I really want to see how they flow within this game with the story, what they do with all these characters in the long run, and how they actually kind of intertwine with each other in the long run too. Because of course it's kind of like a connection game. It's like a crossover game between the Miles Morales game and the Spider-Man game, the first one. So it's kind of fun to kind of intertwine all these characters that got all that progress within their own games, and they're of course expanding it on more accounts than one. So I want to know what you guys' thoughts are. Again, you guys killed it in the last video. I really do appreciate it so much with all the support you guys have been giving me. It's just incredible and spectacular. And thank you to everybody that said congrats yesterday. There was like so many comments. I can't even count them all. But you guys are incredible. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.